Just getting ready to start out here. Gonna take the Adidas Boston 13 out for its first run. Let's see how they do. I will report my findings back soon. Alright, so right off the bat, first thing I noticed, just in this first quarter mile, is just how cohesive these feel compared to the 12. The 12 I felt like took a while to just feel comfortable underfoot in terms of just the overall just combination of foams and rods. This one right now just feels really good. Some key facts about the shoe. It's got a combination of standard Lightstrike with Lightstrike Pro in it. Sandwiched between those two are the Adidas Energy rods, which gives a degree of stabilization and kind of propulsion, but not too much. It's not overly, in this model at least, doesn't feel as aggressive. As it goes, I think this is actually, we'll see as the run progresses here, but definitely feels like it's right in that super trainer kind of range here. You have a good amount of that race day foam, a little bit more of a firmer one for stabilization and durability. Rods, not a plate. And then finally, on the outsole here, you have a combination of a very, very small patch of Continental rubber, very classic. And as I said, the outsole is pretty much the entire thing is covered with the light traction polyurethane CPU material, which is very, very light and damn near bulletproof, with just under kind of the big toe section having a little bit of Continental for a little extra traction on toe off. But realistically, I mean, the CPU midsole, or outsole, excuse me, they've been using this light traction stuff is fantastic. Been very happy with it on all the shoes I've tried so far. Does not feel like a compromise in terms of grip, to be honest. And if it's lighter than the Continental, that's a huge step forward. So today is just a 1 hour easy run. Keeping it relatively easy. I've had a couple days here of just not being on my best behavior in terms of diet and stuff. So I am feeling it a little bit right now. But yeah, it'll be fine, it'll be good. Sun's out, nice breeze, temperature's not bad, a little higher, but gotta get used to this. And just kind of keep going here. Alright, so again, coming up to the 1 mile mark here. First thing I'll say is right out of the box, these really do seem to have picked up right where the 12 had left off. The underfoot feel is nice and responsive, but I've got a decent amount of cushion to it. It's going to protect you over the long run while still giving you some good propulsion. I feel like that right off the bat. I don't feel this is going to take as long to break in, I feel, as the 12 did. I think the 12 took me, really didn't take it, it took about 35 miles until I felt like that shoe was really working right, which that's a lot of time and dedication I have to put into one shoe to get it to feel good underfoot. But this one here, right out of the box, is singing pretty good. I think the additional amount of Lightstrike Pro, which I think might be the newer one, a little bit more bouncy, resilient, soft one, I think that's making the big difference here in just how it feels. Overall, though, no complaints right now. All right, so heart rate's kind of working a little bit, but that's kind of my own fault here, I think. It's Mother's Day weekend. Went out to brunch with my parents, my in-laws, and my brother and his mother-in-law, so kind of had a few bits of some grape juice, we'll say, with that. That was a few hours ago, but I think I'm still feeling it a little bit just in terms of performance. My heart rate's up. Been trying to get some fluids in, but that's why it's an easy run. Now, all that being said, again, it is Mother's Day weekend. You better do something for your mothers. About a mile and a half now. This keeps going the way it is. These might be my workhorses for the entire marathon block for Chicago. These things are really, really good. Alright, so I've been doing some construction up here. I always like to check in because it does create a huge gap in the ability to make a nice cohesive run. So I figure I'll run up along here, see where we're at. Looks like these geese are going to give me some trouble though, so I'll cut off to the street. You can see nice river there. Got a decent amount of traffic today down here. Usually with the construction they've been doing has not been anywhere near like this. So we'll see. I don't think they've reopened the road yet. Thing is, this is actually a really major road through the area, so you don't usually get to this kind of ability to run on this, except for there's a couple races that'll close this off during the year, but otherwise you're pretty much always stuck on the river path there or the sidewalk here. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like it's still closed off. I'm gonna circle back now. Looks like there's maybe some geese up ahead, but usually don't give me too much trouble. Have had some little babies recently, so who knows? If they get a little bit feisty, at least I'll have it on camera for you. And we're at 2 miles now. 2 miles in, keeping just ahead of 9-minute pace. It's kind of where I want it. Been kind of pushing my paces a little bit recently, so easing up on them is not a bad thing. I have a relatively short turnaround between a couple half marathons. Did one a couple weeks ago in Champaign, Illinois. Then I got Chicago coming up on the 1st of June. And so, yeah, I really think that I could do a number on that one too. I PR'd in Champaign, but I think I still have more in me. My overall expectation is pretty good. I feel as long as I can keep myself healthy, keep myself moving, I'm gonna have a pretty good season this year, I think. Good thing is the wind has been enough to keep the bulk of the flies away. You usually get this cloud, these just massive clouds of gnats. You'll hear me start gagging if you hear them, but so far they've been pretty good. Beautiful day though. Really, really nice day. Alright, so coming across the bridge on the river here, as you can see. A couple things. Something I noticed with this shoe. I also had it in the 12. And kind of early on, first couple runs, a little bit of numbness in the big toe, but again, with the experience with the 12, I had that maybe on the first 1 or 2 runs and it went away. I don't know if it was just getting the upper tied down just right or what. But this one here, maybe a little bit, but it's already fading some. So keep an eye on it. Don't think it's gonna be a persistent thing. I think it's just kind of as it's breaking in some. I see it. Alright, coming up to a nice little park here. Take you for a tour of it. It looks like it might be busy, but that's okay. Alright, we're gonna go for a nice little lap here at the park. Kind of come onto the road. Nice wind today. Feels good. Feels good. So one thing that's kind of fun about this park is there's a lot of like sculpture and public art pieces. also try my best to keep people out of frame, because no one wants to be in videos that they don't want to be in, so doing my best here on that. And here we are at 3 miles down. Got another probably 3.5, 4 to go. Nice, as I said, beautiful day for it. Even with this wind, this is perfect. It's not enough to really cause much in the way of any difficulty running, but it's also keeping me a bit cooler. Next weekend, I'm going to be traveling. I'll be down in New Orleans, and that's going to be really hot. Bring my equipment here so you can get some video of me suffering. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I won't lie. So stay tuned on that one. And that foot feeling is gone. Back to normal. Yeah, I think it might have been just, I don't know if I had to step off funny or something, but it feels good. No longer happening. Alright. So 3.5. A little more, 3.62. These are, again, really holding up pretty good in this run. Kind of coming around here. There's a little townhouse area. And I'm gonna start making my way back across the river. But again, 30 odd minutes in, these are feeling really, really good. I'm going to likely give these things a fantastic review as I go along. We'll see as we get more miles stacked. Might wear them tomorrow for my long run too. Pizza place right over here to my right. It smells really good. But not stopping as much as I want to, not stopping. Alright, gonna come up and around the bridge here. It's kind of the cool bridge across the river. Man, what a day. What a day. It's like probably mid-60s. Not a strong wind, but you feel it. But it's just so nice. Sun's starting to get a little low. Shadow's a bit long. It's just about the perfect evening. Alright. Coming up along here, gotta cross over the river. There we go. You can see the that kind of Art Deco building there. That's the City Hall. Really famous building in town. Don't see too many like that. At night, the top section there, the tip of it has kind of color changing lights in it too, so do a good job of kind of adding a little bit of contrast. Alright, coming up here is one of the fun hills on the other side of on either side of the river. It's a very steep little climb. I'm gonna flip the camera around on me and you guys can suffer with me. Maybe I'll show the data on it when I get back and upload the video here. Alright, here we go. Up the hill. You're going the right way. Cyclist going downhill on it. Alright, here's the kicker part. Getting up on the toes. Shoes feel pretty good. All right, to the end of the hill, right here. All right, pause the camera while I'm dying. All right, so not dying anymore. Heart rate's back under control. It's only like a minute and a half or so there, but yeah, trying to get my mileage up right now. I will say, just doing that hill sprint. The shoes responded very nicely to that little effort. Much more aggressive toe off than I thought it would be. Just really felt like they were pushing me up and giving me that additional little bit to make it over. Gonna try to navigate back home where I can at least talk. The traffic's gonna get kind of loud here, so this might be the last little bit for a while. All right, coming the last mile or so here, working the way back. Cannot argue about today. It's the way I wish every day was. Little red-winged blackbird there. Little bastards are gonna start attacking soon. That was my favorite time. right, here we are at 6 mile mark. Coming along almost to the end. Gonna go for about 6.5, I think, for today. Nothing too bad, just a nice evening cruise. Then kind of do a little summary, first impressions, kind of chat about these Adidas Adizero Boston 13s. I'm telling you, 13 isn't necessarily a bad number. I'll put it that way. Oh man, an ice cream truck. Let's see if I can catch them. Don't know where they're at. Let's see if I can find them. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna see them. Oh well. Oh, I take it back, there it is. I think it's so creepy, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't think that every ice cream truck's kind of creepy, but when I was a kid, I loved it. So, you know, just to each their own. Alright, just gotta get up the hill here. We will be done. Alright, we got a touch over 6.5 and 58, just try 59 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so just wrapped up 6.5 easy. Beautiful day, it's just perfect weather today. Kind of popping the shoes off here. So, what can I say about this? Let's do a quick little run through. So it's a 36 millimeter in the back. I want to say it's, I have to double check the stats on it. I don't have them right off. But as you can see, one of the things is this Lightstrike Pro here really goes right to the bottom on the front. So you get a lot of it on the forefoot. On the medial side, you can see there's a little bit of a gap there. You get a little bit of just standard Lightstrike there, which adds a tiny bit of support. Gives it a little bit extra firmness kind of for toe off there. Heel collar here is nice and reasonably firm, stiff. You have a nice bit of padding here. Tongue is a heck of a lot better than the last model. This one actually has some padding. The other one was just an afterthought with just like a piece of felt, and good luck. Lacing here is normal. It doesn't have the weird extra loop things to kind of wrap around your midfoot. Then when you talk about the outsole here. I was mentioning you got the Continental up top, and the rest of this is all the light traction CPU. You can see the rods in that medial cutout. Very, overall, fantastic shoe. We'll get more miles in it. You know, we'll see how it holds up, but I'm very, very happy with what they've put together here. So hopefully just more miles, more great runs. The weather kind of keeps warming up. It can breathe well, it looks like, so we will continue this path.